you're eating. Yes, you be the boss, and yes, I be respecting whatever that you tell me, cause it's game you be spitting. Oh, best believe that when you need that, I'll provide that. You will always have it. I'll be on deck, keep it in check. When you need that, I'ma let you have it.
Beating my drum like dum diddy day. I like the dirty rhythm you play. I wanna hear you calling my name like, hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama. Banging the drum like dum diddy day. I know you want it in the worst way. I wanna hear you calling my name like, hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama.
Whole crew got the juice, yo came the truth. My screams is the proof, them other dudes get the deuce. So when I speed in the coupe, leaving this interview, it ain't nothing new, I've been fucking with you. None of them niggas ain't taking you, just tell them to make a you, huh? That's how it be, I come first like debuts, huh? So baby, when you need that, give me the word, I'm no good, I'll be bad for my baby. Make sure that he's getting his share. Make sure that his baby take care. Make sure I'm on my toes, on my knees, keep him please, rub him down, be a lady and a freak. Oh.
Beating my drum like dum diddy day. I like the dirty rhythm you play. I wanna hear you calling my name like, hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama. Banging the drum like dum diddy day. I know you want it in the worst way. I wanna hear you calling my name like, hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on.
Daddy? Daddy?
Get what I know.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, wake up.
Shut the door.
Somebody save me from myself. Has been so long living in hell.
Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast, looking down. Sweetie, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under will.
Somebody save me from myself. Has been so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help.
Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to hold or hug my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do?
Somebody save me from myself. Has been so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help.
I've been staring at the video of Haley almost daily, of her playing the guitar in hopes maybe that'd give me the power to fight. But the addict in me's a coward, he told me that I can't do it. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and land to the altar. It's
Hello everyone and welcome to Claret Cooking Series. This is round three of Tier 1 around the Red Bull Ring. Nearly 4.5 kilometre circuit. And we've got a sprint race as well. So myself and make sure I don't have Discord on whatever. Myself and Ash are in for a long day. How you doing, mate?
Commentating on a sprint race, so it should be interesting.
This
We're in for a treat. See if we're in for another Kylo show.
yeah, and I'm hoping for another Silverstone show after last week in Tier 2.
Yeah, I watched. I couldn't watch it live, but I watched the replay, and that was an.
Yeah, we finally added Discord to this scene. I didn't realise it wasn't there. But last week we had 6 Latifi win. I'm going to call him Latifi for the rest of this race, just make it easier. And it's been a double AMS win, but in neither race they've scored the most points. In Bahrain it was CRE, and ART scored 3 less than CRE did in Bahrain in Britain. But the consistency of AMS is what's helping them out, with 58 points in the first and 52 last week. So we're just reading up now. Ash tells me quali's going to be 18 minutes for both. I know the second one is, but this one I don't know. So this is going to be great fun. I'm sure of it. When we get in, anyone in chat can let me know about the audio. It should be fine, but double check anyway. And hopefully no drop frames, because it's on a higher bitrate than on Twitch, because it's higher quality. But we're in for an ultra-wide fest here. So we'll get into that very shortly. And we'll also discuss strategies and stuff when we get there as well. But we expect mediums for the sprint race. But hards could be a shout, given their power on this game, basically. Hards are so powerful in this game that by the end of the sprint race, they'll be fastest tire, I think.
Yeah, I think I haven't actually caught up on yesterday's race, but last game it was definitely mediums.
Yeah, it's just
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see with this game how that develops. Right, let's hope absolutely everything is fine. We've got... Oh, it's 12 minutes. We're saved, Ash. It's 12 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, we're saved. Let's go, dude. Oh, apparently there's rain. I've just seen that in the Discord chat. There's going to be rain. I don't know when, don't know how, don't know why. But there's rain. But typical Austria, it's right in the middle of a fucking mountain range, so...
you know what rain brings too, don't you, Aid?
Tier 2 levels of carnage?
Carnage.
We will so be there. Anyway, ART, back again confusing me. Got Pommes with the same colour as bloody exotic planes, so thank you for that, lad. At least you got ART in your name. That'll make my life easier. As we've got a car coming out.
Atom.
Let's figure out who that is. It's FGE Atom. Going out on the medium tyres, obviously sprint rules in normal qualifying 1. This isn't full quali, obviously. Normal quali 1, this would be... well, this would be medium central in Q1 and 2, I believe. Rob Kelly is saying full wet race.
For the main race or the sprint?
I'd assume the main race. I think he would have said sprint. This is going to get interesting, I think. And I can't wait for it. Anyway, I'm going to make sure the chat window's in a decent place. I'm going to move it down there. I've got a decent frame rate. There's barely any drop frames while we're adjusting here. So, it's looking good, bruv. It is absolutely looking good. Anyway, FG Atom with the first lap. Heading out of Red Bull Mobile. He's already got the overtake on before he's even started the lap. Well, even exited the last corner. But heading into Niki Lauda curve for the first quarter breaker, just after the 100 usually, I believe. Could be just before, I can't remember anymore. I've avoided this track like the plague this game because it's so bad. I assume that's Grumpy on ARL, so hello. Atom 16-1, Sector 1. We'll see how that compares to other cars on track. No one's on a flying lap just yet, never mind, say that. And GFO Yervant from Greece is on a lap. Adam was fast here in the wet in AERS. Right then. So, keep an eye out for Mr. Adam Larkin, Exotic Plains, as we run with Atom through Sector 2, keeping it nice and tight through turn 6 there. Flicking it into 7, can be taken flat with a good enough setup and soft tyres, I believe. Unless that was just pre-patch. I've actually driven the track much. But turn 9, little bit of a lift there. He's got bugger all battery, so... which one do you want me to move, mate? Oh, is it? Oh, I think I know why that is. Hold on, let me open up the preview. Yeah, that's because I've aligned them for when I'm actually driving. If you want me to move them over for commentating, sure, but I don't know if it's any different on mobile with 21:9, but you know, I'll get my phone up to check. But who's next on our lap?
Yeah.
Let's find someone on a lap, shall we? Exotic Plains, Purple Sector 1. Right, let me have a look at this because it should be in.
Yeah, your timing sheets quite close to centre. But it's nothing you can change in spectator menu though.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's just because of it. The HUD in the game's aligned for 16:9, but because I've got 21:9. Right. Okay. You lot have confused me for no fucking reason. I hate you all. Yeah, no, that's how it's meant to be. That's how it is on my screen. Anyway, we've had Marco go fastest since. We got 103.7 from him. What about Exotic Plains? 4.3 in validated lap time as well. So I have to keep an eye out for the future. We got Yervant 9.7 up on his lap. And a lot of these drivers running into the D-rate zone, heading into turn 9. I don't know whether that's the ideal way to use the ERS around here. Marco did tier 2. What the oh, is he LMF check? You know, I saw in tier 2 chat someone was complaining about that. Yeah, Grumpy, I've seen what you've put in Discord, mate, and I can't do anything about that, mate. It's just the fact that I've got an ultra wide. I'm sorry. I can turn it off if you like. It's not going to get much better. But yeah, Yervant goes P5. Let's have a look at Ched, shall we? He's invalidated his lap. What about G Ninja? For AMS. I need a drink. Fuck my life.
Ninja used to be part of GSR, I believe, back in the heyday.
A lot of people used to be in GSR though, didn't they? That was like the well, I'd say the modern LMFJ really, back for a while, and then they got good and everyone moved on. But that's all the laps in. We've got Marco who did Academy last night on top in the opening stages. Everyone's setting a lap on the mediums, apart from GP2 who didn't even bother going out, and Dom. Oh,
Did he absolutely smash it last night then, this Marco?
I don't know, I wasn't watching. Right. I'm going to quickly go into mission so I can turn off these fucking pit stop effects. Why do pit stop effects come through when you're fucking commentating? That's so stupid. That is so daft. That is actually so daft. I hope my stream audio should be on for the game. Yeah, it is. Beautiful. But yeah, now we wait for the soft runs. I believe most people will probably only do the one run, saying that we've got an AERT car coming out, I believe. It's not Exotic Plains, and it's Neb Resrum, who I believe his name's Ben, but we spelt it wrong. To look cool, I think. He was pulled by a bit in tier 2? Right. But yeah. Marco might need to be checked for what roster he's on. Yo, Adam, welcome in, mate.
A lot of controversy around this marker at the minute, isn't there?
Hmm. Wait, Ash, I didn't even see your message earlier about Rose. It's in message requests. Oh dear. But anyway, Neb rests for him. He's on the mediums again. Let's see what we can do this time around. On the second attempt, 4.1 the first time around, about 4/10 off the current pole set by a guy who did tier 2 last night. So we will see where this leaves the ART driver. It's currently the fastest ART driver as it stands. And wait, what team is white? Is that LMFJ?
Who?
The white card, is that LMFJ or is that someone else?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, well GP2's got the
GP2
wrong
is
livery on. That's what's just confused me.
Always one.
Don't worry, it was like half of the bottom half of the grid last week in tier 2.
Awesome.
I think there was a couple that looked like they were in POR when they weren't. It was pretty hilarious, to be fair. Anyway, Neb Restrom's bailed out on his lap, so we're still waiting for laps on the board on the softs. But they should start coming in soon.
Do we know the weather conditions for the sprint race, Grumpy? Yeah, they all come for their last laps. AGK first on track. Oh, I thought you were on engineering, Grumpy. Oh, I'm knackered. Where have you gone, Aid? I'm all alone. There's no one here.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're back, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I was just serenading the audience.
Yeah, no, my mum was in there doing something. So.
AGK's on a lap.
Only 700s up on his medium time.
Yeah, and he's got ART car behind him. Slipstream, question mark.
Conspiracy.
Oh,
big old slide. As I get a massive frame drop. Cheers, game. Cheers for that. Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. Random frame drop. We love F124. Minimum settings, getting frame drops. Let's go. Wait, what am I getting?
One for pole at the minute, AGK.
Yep, so we'll see coming in to the final section. Loads of curb through turn 9 and turn 10. Absolutely beautifully taken. He's got barely any battery coming up to the line. It's a 103.7 for the CRE man.
Marco's 2 temps up.
But what is my frame rate doing? 3.6 for Marco. As that was GP2 across the line as well. And Simon goes P2. Bear with us. I don't know what my computer's up to right now.
Jacob up to P5.
Yeah. It's not that, Geo, mate. It's not.
Stem invalidated, lap turn 10.
Oof.
Unlucky, son.
And it would have been good enough for P2 on the grid as well. For this sprint race. We've got Neb rest for him on our lap.
Ninja 5 temps up.
Silo, hello.
He's definitely turned line back on.
Right, so as soon as I go back on board, the FPS is normal. Right, let's go. No rest room lifting a bit, unlike we saw from AGK. But out of the last corner, my FPS drops again, and across the line is a 3.8. I need to try and figure out something about this in the intermission phase, but I think that's everyone's laps done now. So that
We
actually
just
gives me a
talked about
chance.
how Ched, Larkin, and Dom haven't set a time.
Amazing. I actually don't know what's causing this, because it was fine the other day when I was testing it. Unless I just need to do that and then just close, just hide that. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe that improves it. I don't know. But the quality results coming up. Oh my! I've turned off pit stop effects and I'm still getting vibrations in the pit lane. Right, let's go. But here are your quality results. We've got Silo on pole by 0.2 of a second from Marco and Simon. Marco showing up after doing tier 2 last night. Further back, we have AGK, Jacob, Neb Resram, Ismail, Pomez, Sem, and GP2 running up the top 10. We've got Sem medium time good enough for the top 10. And we've got Neo, Yervin, Ninja, Rob, Atom, and then Ched, Exotic, and Dom did not get a valid lap on the board, unfortunately for them and their teams. So that is that for qualifying. We'll wait for the sprint race, and I'm going to quickly see if I can close anything in the background. And then simply I need to restart my game, which wouldn't surprise me, to be completely honest. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. But we'll find out. We'll head on to this screen and we'll look at the standings once again, because why not? They might give a chance for everything to breathe. So yeah, AMS and ART tied, which is a bit crazy considering what has happened, what I've seen in the past. I don't really ever see teams being tied at the top of standings, but it is only after round 2, so that very possible, even though it's a, what is it, 3s tournament? Yeah, so I'm just going to note down Silo's poll app, just so it's ready for later. Alright, close, close. Crazy, I did a full grid open lobby the other day, and it was completely fine. I don't know, I'm lost.
What frames you getting?
Less than I should be.
Is
not,
it viewable?
it's just about.
Right then.
We'll hide that, we'll go back on here. Yeah, I'm getting like 50 when I'm just staring at this screen. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like when we start the race, but it was. I was testing it the other day and it was fine, so I don't get it, to be honest. We are now patiently waiting.
Should be readying up now.
Oh yeah, 20 past. So we should be getting going very soon. Geo, mate, I'm not hearing it. I'm gonna try something. Turn that off. We'll give it a crack, see if it works. But that doesn't matter. We're about to get going any second now, really. So I'm gonna take another sip of drink. And get ready for this. Everyone should be on the mediums, I believe. We got Gene Ninja on the softs. That's a stupid idea. But here we go. The lights are lit here in the Austrian Hills. And we're underway for the sprint race. 12 laps of the Red Bull Ring is underway. Silo with a decent launch there. He's cleared Marco, who's side by side with Simon in towards turn number 1. Clean, battling right through the field. There's a car off in the background actually. I'll take that back as we run up the hill towards turn number 2 technically, but it's 3, but it's 2, but it's 3.
Who's got a great start there?
Yeah, Silo's absolutely legging it from these lot. Bog standard monitors work perfectly. Well, this is working perfectly now that I've turned off the image size, so I don't want to hear it. Shush. As Simon gets through on Marco. Further back, we have some battling with Rob Kelly. If my keyboard would like to work. He's battling Neo through turn number 4. We've got Dom with a glitch Delta in P17. Same with Ched. But back at the front, Silo's got half a second on ART Simon. It's going to be very difficult to break the DRS around here with 3 DRS zones back to back to back. The first detection point is here, but that won't matter for this first lap. Whole chunk of curb being taken there. As GP2 has gone for a move. They're side by side in turn 10. That was never going to end well. And round goes Pommes and a whole bunch of cars. That could be a VSC this early in the race. It's 2 BRT cars. It's Adam and Rob Kelly. But no VSC to speak of so far this race. We've got Silo still leading the way. There's all sorts of carnage going on. We've got Pommes around in turn 1. Possible rear wing damage. I don't know the damage settings in this tournament, to be honest. But there's every chance of it. Just reduced. Okay, never mind. As Gene Ninja looks to have clouted exotic players to get through. Top 10 only score points in the sprint race, of course, here in CCS. Going from 10 to 1, from 1 to 10. And apparently a one-stop is viable according to Amazon Web Services. Love them.
Completely missed what happened there, but it's 2 bungered cars involved. I don't know what happened.
I saw the start of it. I think they just got caught up trying to avoid it, and yeah, all sorts of a mess. But Silo, starting lap 3, holds on to the lead of this race. Neb Restrom already has a time penalty. Which is a great start. Oh yeah, let's turn on battery, shall we? That's a good idea. Marco, he's got a whole whack of it. He's got more than Jacob. And there's no moves going on towards the front of the pack. I'm looking further down to see if anything goes on. I might see Exotic Planes go for a revenge punt on Gene Ninja. We'll have to wait and see. No, he doesn't. He does get purple sector 1. But he's got a beautiful run through turn 3. This could set him up nicely against the AMS driver, who's not using any of his battery. Adam's got the overtake on, coming down in towards Schlossgold. It's going to be side by side around the outside for Exotic Planes. He gets the move stuck. Beautiful bit of racing there between Exotic and Ninja. Exotic up to P11, 1 point away from the point scoring positions. 1 point, 1 position.
Yeah, great move there from Larkin. Ninja went to the inside trying to defend it, and he just swooped around the outside. Traction out of turn 4. Move was done.
Beautiful stuff from the pair of them. But yeah, Neb Restrom, he's got that penalty looming over his head. That will hurt him a lot coming to the end of this race. Exotic Planes with the fastest lap, 105 dead. Even with going around the outside of Gene Ninja. So Adam's the man on a mission in this race, and it's not even the wet one yet. As here comes Neb Restrom. Is he going to send it down the inside of Jacob? He is. Simon's gone for the move on Silo. Let's focus on that. That's a bit more important. He gets through. Jacob stays ahead of Neb Restrom, but it's going to be an ERS battle down towards Schlossgold. Running at the highest point of the circuit. Neb's got barely any battery. Down the inside he goes. He gets the move stuck on Jacob. And yeah, we're starting to get to the overtaking I was hoping to see. Speaking of, Atom, he's gotten past Pommes, and here comes Rob Kelly too. They're side by side into Schlossgold. They're at the back, but they still get airtime. And through the Bunga pair go into P16 and 17. But this will be good opportunity. This will be a good opportunity to get tyre wear data for them. So they may as well just keep racing.
And you know, added benefit this year. You know, you've got the sprint doesn't actually come into any equation for the race. So like normally heads would be down, thinking that you're starting at the back for the race. But we've got another qualifying session.
It is
Oh,
lap
no.
5. We've seen 2 3-second time penalties. That bodes badly for the main Grand Prix. As we've got Neb Restrom going for an absolute send on Marco. That's caught Jacob out, who's lost of position to Sem. But Neb Restrom is on a charge, even with that 3-second penalty. It will drop him down to, well, P14. But he's gone for the dive bomb into Schlossgold. It's a beautiful dive bomb. Can he make it stick? Coming up towards Roush now. Turn number 6. It's still side by side, but I think he's going to have to concede. No, he doesn't. He sticks it round. Marco leaves space as we ride through turn 7. Beautiful bit of racing from these two. But Marco sticks in front. Those camera angles are absolutely atrocious.
I think Neb's got to start thinking here, because the more he fights with Marco, the closer the cars behind get, and then the more dangerous his penalty becomes.
Yeah.
So he needs to just make his move patiently and get it done.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gaps right now. He falls to P12. If he finds 1.4 seconds over Neo, he could be alright. As here comes Silo on Simon. And we've also got AGK getting his nose involved as they run side by side up towards turn number 4. And AGK is going to be like, thank you very much, 2 for the price of 1, B&M star deal. Down the inside of turn number 4, gets it stuck, bit of squeezing going on for Silo. But AGK gets the 2 for 1 up into the lead of this race.
Yeah, Silo must have turn 3 DRS detection, must have crossed it together, because neither of them had it on that back straight into 4, so quite easy work for AGK, but I don't think that's going to be the last position change.
Yeah, I just want to point out, I'm surprised with Neb's ERS strategy here. He's using hot lap nearly everywhere. He's not saving any battery. He's still got bugger all. That light will be flashing as soon as it hits 15%, and that's going to open the door for Marco, who's got a whole whack of battery. And in fact, oh my god, who was that? Was that GP2? It was GP2 in the Alpine car. Going for a massive slide on the exit of 1. As here comes Silo. He's ahead of the DRS detection again. He's let AGK get the switch back on him. And AGK with the DRS is going to say thank you very much. That was very stupid of you. And through he goes again.
And while that was happening, Larkin had a look at GP2 into turn 3, but defended well by GP2.
Yeah, as we got G Ninja back past Ched. These two having a little ding-dong, having a bit of fun for P13. They're losing time to Dom, but not that it makes a difference. There's no point scored in the sprint. This is all for a bit of fun. Side by side through turn number 7. Respectful racing being shown here, and it's absolutely beautiful to see as Simon and Neb Restrom having a fight through turn 9. Neb going for the unorthodox overtakes in this race. And in some cases, it's working for him. It worked for me in WR in Australia. I don't see why it didn't work here. As we're going to have another DRS swap for Silo and AGK. Ooh. As GP2 picks up a penalty. That helps Neb Restrom out a little bit. As we've got all sorts of fighting coming in towards turn number 3. Neb Restrom down the inside of Simon. Late lunge, but he gets it stuck. Never mind, he doesn't. He gets a wiggle on. He's going to lose 3 positions in the space of 1 corner. He got up into P3 for a moment on the apex and lost it all on the exit. Even Sem gets past him there as well, as AGK back into the lead of this race. Neb Restrom just losing time to the people he's trying to beat with his penalty. And it's not really working out for him. At the moment he's going to be P10, fortunately enough for him, with Dom and Dom and GB2's penalty. Oh no, he'll be P11, never mind. P10, P11, somewhere like that. I can't actually figure it out right now. But that's what he's looking at for Neb with his penalty. He'll be hoping that a few more behind pick one up. I don't have team telemetry up, so I can't tell you the warnings. As Ched, there you go, gets a penalty for himself.
I can do your warnings.
You can be my warnings. Let's go. Neo's got a penalty, so that's Neb Restrom in the points for this sprint race. As we've got Sem going for a move on Marco. He makes contact with, I think, Jacob. Ends up ghosting, and Marco just takes advantage of that. As we've got Exotic Flames past his teammate Neb, securing Neb's P9 in this race. So he'll be looking to get past Ismail pretty quickly in the Artemis car. I believe it is. And then that's pretty much as far as you can really get in 3 laps to be honest.
Neb needs to be careful though, he's already had one extra warning. So 2 more and it'll be a 6 second.
Can I just say, Silo's got the strategy of all strategies here. He's just sitting in none behind AGK. He's got max battery. Silo's playing this perfectly on the battery.
He has done most races. He is this game's equivalent of last game's Jaeger at the minute. This man.
Yeah, and ERS conservation obviously so important in F124. With obviously having full access to all the modes. As here comes Jacob round the outside of Simon, catching Simon out on the battery again. Round the outside of turn 3. It's going to be side by side, heading down towards turn number 4 for the BRT and ART driver. Running through turn 4. It's still side by side, but Jacob, he might have to concede here before he gets swiped in turn 5, and yes, he does. As we've got Sem, was looking around the outside of Marco, but not enough grip there for him. And it's back to the front once again. It's a massive battle, this top 9. Obviously, Neb's not going to get too involved with his teammate, but he's just going to be trying to defend from GP2 and Neo. Primarily. As we get into crunch point.
Sorry to interrupt, there's
No.
going to be some tickets from these back 3. They're scrapping like mad. There's Rob Kelly and Atom. They just keep switching, battling, chunks of debris coming off.
Oh, there's a poor run out of turn 1 for Silo there. This could put him under pressure from ART Simon, who's actually got the battery on. Silo didn't. What will Simon be doing here? Silo did defend the inside. He could have tried to swing it on the curb there, but he thought better of it. As Sem, Marco and Exotic all getting close together. As, oh my fucking lord, what the hell was that? Ismo and Exotic push each other onto the grass. Neb Restrom is like, thank you very much. Nearly clatters into the back of Sem in turn 4. Exotic goes straight back through. As does Ismo. As does GP2, as a matter of fact. NMFJ, P5 and P9 at the moment. Decent handful of points for the sprint race for the team that typically doesn't score that well. In fact, they're pretty much matching what they scored in Bahrain already. And it's lap 11 of the sprint.
Yeah, going on to start the last lap now. Kylo, all his battery, he needs to burn, baby, burn.
Exotic Cooking says, Grumpy, Race Fox cheering on Neo. But here comes Silo on AGK Racing. He's got the run. Poor run there from the CRE driver. There's a bit of rain in the air, but it's not going to affect the race. As into turn 3, Silo's got the lead. But what will AGK do about this? We've got Jacob and Marco scrapping it out behind. This could invite Simon as well. But we've got to focus on this battle for the lead here in towards Schlossgold for the final time. Is AGK going to go for it down the inside of 10-4? He does. It's side by side for the race lead. He goes in deep. But both cars remain on the circuit. It's side by side for the top 4. And it's Silo versus AGK for the race lead. Around the outside of turn 6 goes AGK. Doesn't quite have the grip on the outside line with the rain coming down. But he's still going to try and hold it there. He can't quite. He's got more battery than the AMS driver. What will he do in towards turn 9 and 10? He's going to go for it. He's down the inside into pit entry. And is he going to get turned across? He is! Oh, big on bit of contact. And that's going to secure Silo the race win. Bit of a slide from HK on the exit. Here comes LMFJ Marco. And he's going to just miss out on P2, sorry. Silo wins the sprint. Jacob P4 after that battle with Silo. Exotic P8. Neb Restrom P9 with the penalty. Sem P7. GP2 down to P10. But Silo, your winner here in the sprint race. What a chaotic last lap.
That last lap between Silo and AGK was beautiful. Respect given, tax, defence, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful bit of racecraft there. Absolutely love to see it. And Exotic Planes from, I think, P16 up to P8. Brilliant race for the Englishman for ART. But yeah, what a race in the sprint race. Silo on top by 0.4 of a second. I need to get screenshots from Mozza before I forget. I could start after the race, actually. And yeah, Exotic started P17 up into P8. Brilliant race from him. And after 13 minutes of nearly pure carnage, Silo remains in P1. AGK gains 2 for P2. AMS and CRE stood in a headlock here. as we head towards full qualifying, the full 18 minutes. I get to have a rest. I might actually go get an actual drink, not Pepsi, in a minute. Might be good for me. Get some hydration going as we await the loading of qualifying. This doesn't look like qualifying. I've not got a HUD. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. I'm going to quickly head and get a water-based drink, not a Pepsi-based drink. I shall return.
Car's out on track. Don't know if Aid's got him on view, but we've got Yervan out on mediums first, followed by Atom out on mediums, Dom out on mediums too, Poms leaving on softs.
I'm back.
2 more. Oh, you are back. First car out on track is Yevent, if you're interested, followed by Atom.
Yeah, but now,
Both on mediums.
now that I'm in a shed, I'm right next to the kitchen, so it's quite easy to go get a drink. But yeah, Jervin on the medium's going to be first up. Sorry, Jervin, huh? Yervin. Fucking hell. Mixing up with the start of his name in the middle of it. But here he comes then, starting up his lap. We saw a 103.4 for pole in the sprint qualifying. We obviously won't get anywhere near that on mediums, but it's a different day. There's more track grip usually. So we may get decently close. I think the fastest lap time on the mediums was a 3.7, I want to say. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout these early stages of qualifying. There's a few drivers on softs, but a lot of people just using up the mediums. I guess that means you get a second set of mediums for the race as well. I don't know. I don't know how it works this game. Unless these are like,
depends on what tyre set they've picked.
Or maybe these are the sprint quality tyres. I don't know. If someone could let me know in chat, 'cause I have no fucking idea, please do. Yeah, 16 of you in here, so decent numbers so far this stream. As we run through turn 9 with Yervin to set the first lap of qualifying. He's got barely any battery left. None of them tend to at the end of the quali laps. There's a 3.8 for Yervin, so the track must definitely be faster. As we ride on board with Atom, who's next across the line. It's a 4.2 for the BRT man. Oh, where's Simon off to? Let's try and go on board with Dom, who's at an invalid 4-0. Actually, Simon going to a different postcode, different country even. As it is Pommes up next, we'll change that to Gap. Across the line on the soft compound tyres is a 7.2, so must have backed out somewhere in there. And he's going for another lap. He's got plenty of fuel to do so. As across the line next is someone starting their lap. As an AMS driver as well, also starting their lap. Who's actually on a lap at this point? Jacob maybe? Yeah, it was Jacob. He's on P2 on the mediums. Oh, sorry, softs even. With a 4.0. That's actually quite hard to keep track of in quali sometimes. As Ched went P3, AGK went P2. So Ched already having a better qualifying in the sprint. Seb's got a double invalidation. We've got Neo on a hot lap on the soft compound tyres. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's probably not the next across the line. That's probably Ismail. And it wasn't Ismail. It was Neb Resram. Setting a 19.5 what a lap from an ART driver. As we run on board with Neo, he's got all the battery in the world, clearly. Running through turns 9 and 10, he's not going to have too much extra power to work with down the main straight. And it's a 4.0 for Neo. So it's a medium tyre 1-2 right now. Say that, Silo's gone faster with 3.7. I think Ash has gone to get a drink as well, I don't even know.
No, I'm here, mate. I
Oh.
just didn't want to interrupt. You were on a roll.
I do try my best to just go silent for a couple of seconds and hopefully people pick up on it, but it doesn't always work.
I've had, honestly, the longest week at
Oh
work
my
with
God.
people calling in sick.
Exotic, what's a line?
I'm surprised I'm still awake, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know how... Okay, well, he's invited now, but I don't know how the fuck Exotic kept it legal on the exit of turn 7. He was wider than an American school bus there. Interesting analogy, but it's the first thing that came to my head. G Ninja on the mediums. A bit later on than the other drivers. We've got GP2 just finished a lap or bottled a lap. Rob Kelly on the mediums through sector 2. 44.8 split. Don't know how that compares to the top lot, because I wasn't actually paying too much attention. As he runs into turn 9, whole whack of curb. Same through 10, no, he misses the sausage curb, which you can still take, I believe, even with the curbing patch. And it's a 4.3 for Rob Kelly, goes P11. As G Ninja will be next across the line on the medium. Similar sector time to Rob Kelly in the middle. So we'll see how this lap develops in the last sector. Bit more aggressive through turn 10, turn 9 with braking, just keep the car stable right on the edge of the track limits there. And it's a 4.3 for G Ninja with Marco next across the line. He goes P2 on the mediums. Hello, Marco back on form by the seams of things. GP2 only a 109.0, but I believe he's got fuel for another lap, so he's going to get to cooking, hopefully, for LMFJ's sake. And that's the lot for the first runs in this session. So I'm going to see what these pings are all about. Right. Oh my days, GP2's gone for a spin. Bit too much curb there. Sorry for the silence, I was reading something in BRT that I'm got to do off this apparently. So there's that. As AGK and Pomez are going to be the first to start the second runs of qualifying. AGK up first for CRE. His best lap time on the mediums, 3.9. Third fast on the mediums, in terms of who's done a lap on mediums. What can he do on the softs though? 5/10 to match sprint quali pole. Can he do it? Let's find out. Decent run through turn 1, bit of a slide on the exit. As he runs up the hill towards turn number 3. Is it a 15 split? Yeah, 15.9 split, 200ths up on his previous lap time, but sector 1 he can't really find too much time usually. He's only got a brief bit of slipstream there from the BRT car. Heading in towards turn number 4, braking just after the 100 metre board. Fling it in, clip the curb, use all the curb on the exit if you can. Getting the overtake back on down towards turn number 6, all the curb on entry. Fling it in, 5th gear, keep the throttle on, keep the brake on for a little bit as well, such as AGK. He's 3.5 seconds up, this is good enough for the provisional pole so far. What can he find in the last sector? He needs another like 10th or so to match sprint quali pole already in these mid stages of full qualifying. Round the final corner he goes. It's a beautiful last sector, a bit of a slide on the exit with a really delayed reaction, but across the line is 3.6. He lost a bit of time in that last sector there.
Yeah, there's at least a 10th or 2 in that last sector. Losing it out at exit of turn 10.
The funniest thing,
Good lap.
the thing about that, there's a really delayed reaction to it as well. Like, he took another few seconds to even react to the fact he was sliding, which I found most interesting. As Jurgen is on a slightly faster sector 1 than AGK was, and he's backed out. Did he not just want to set laps on the softs or something? Like, And if he's not careful, he's going to end up blocking at him. So whoever's LMFJ, get him to get the fuck out of the way. Although this is a clear blocking penalty. At this point, it's just dirty air. Yeah, no. I mean, if this isn't a blocking penalty, I don't know what is. He's just giving him a whole whack of dirty air. Yes, it's going to be slipstream down towards turn 9. But when is he going to realise there's a car behind him? There we go. Only took 3 corners of the circuit. That's right. Oh.
Oh. He's just forced somebody else off.
Oh my days. So, yeah, Yervin, not got the best set of eyes there. Should go to Specsavers, mate, or whatever the Greek equivalent is, because that was just shocking awareness, to be honest. Is that Neo next lap? It's not, but he's up in this middle section, so we'll keep an eye on Neo. As we've got an AMS car across the line starting a lap. We've got a Gene Ninja about to finish his lap. I believe it was was it Silo?
Simon. Simon's just gone P2.
Oh, it wasn't AMS. That's what confused me. Right, okay. They're too close for the track map at the bottom, in my eyes, but I'm also sat a decent way away from my monitor. So that could also be it. As we've got Jacob just finished his lap P6. BRT not looking the strongest around the Red Bull ring here tonight. And Mr. Blind Man, what can he do? In the final sector, was slightly up in the middle. What's he got in the last? Decent run there, through turn 10. It's a 3.7 for Blind Man. Up into P4. I will stop calling him Blind Man at some point, I will be honest. As
probably around lap 36.
Yeah, probably around lap 36. We've got Ched on a lap. Heading out the final corner. What can Ched produce? P6. A 3.8. And it's AGK and Simon on top so far in qualifying, as Exotic Planes goes P10 on the mediums again. And G Ninja takes that away.
It's a better time for Chad. Definitely.
Yeah, and we've got GP2, he's gone P7. What are other drivers? Pomer's not on a lap. Sem on a lap here. Running in towards turn number 4. He bottled his last up on the softs. What can he do with this one as his team boss? Taking it away, Ash.
Yeah, so heading into the end of Sector 2. Doesn't take as much outside curb there. On entry, he is 6 seconds up. It's not hard when you're on a 112. He's got a car in front of him. No impact there. So heading into turn 9. Looks fairly good. Lots of inside curb there. Rear locks a little bit, but I think that's the quickest way to get round that corner in turn 10. Comes across the line. 3862 P6.
I think
not
that last. Yeah, I think the last sector was actually slightly weak. I think you want to get deeper on that inside curb.
Yeah. He did that. He did that as well at turn. Is it 5? The first of the double lefts.
Yeah.
Just yeah. He's using it, but not to the full extent.
But it's only the second
run.
runs.
Yeah, and that was a used tyre run too. That was his second lap on them. Was it? No. No.
Yeah, it was second lap on them. Yeah. I think. Yeah, because it says 2 laps on my screen, so I've got it to best, I believe. So. Yeah, 2 laps on that tyre. Here comes Ismail though for ART. He's projected for about, well, P8 at this point with the middle sector split. What can he do in the last sector? He goes P5, 3.7. Finds a 10th and a half in that last sector. And that is it for the mid stage of qualifying. Give it a couple minutes and we'll be into the fun bit.
I mean, 3.5 temps between P1 and P14. It's anyone's ball game at the minute. You know, so few corners round here that you hook one lap up, and with how close this grid is, you could be shooting up to P1, no problem.
Yeah, and I was seeing in Bunga Series admin chat that they were a bit scared of some apparent holes around the circuit, but from what we've seen tonight, there's not really many issues. And obviously Austria is going to be their qualifiers track, and they're thinking of changing it because of those issues someone uncovered. But I think they're those 1 in a million issues really. So
yeah, and I'm going to be honest, like we've done how many laps around here yesterday because it was the same format. So we've had 2 qualifying sessions, 2 race sessions.
It's a good
second
It's a good 80 laps by now.
Yeah, there's not. If there was an issue, we would have seen it here.
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently there's a massive hole on the apex of turn 3, but I've seen plenty of dive bombs in turn 3. It's been fine. I mean, I think it's just reaching from Andre Molnar, to be honest, but you got to create Twitter drama somehow, don't you?
Exactly. The car's coming out now for the last lap. Pommes. And an LMFJ car.
My assumption is Jurven. It is Jurven. What a guess.
Jurven. Blind man.
Blind man indeed. Everyone's
Star
favourite
of
blind man.
Birdcage.
Yeah, he can't see the windows very much. That'd be a bit useless on PC. Anyway, here comes Pommes to start his probably final, but probably not final. He's got plenty of fuel in the car. He might be able to get another run out of this. So, into turn 1, clips the inside curve quite nicely, uses all the track on the exit. It's a decent sector 1 here for Pommes, rounding the invisible turn 2 because of the MotoGP, yada yada yada. And he's 13 milliseconds down on his sector time, running in towards turn number 3 of Remus. Decent exit there for the Artemis driver, which still crazes me considering AEM died 3 years ago, but it doesn't matter. In towards turn number 4, uses all the inside curve there, and then none of the exit curve, so a less than optimal turn 4 for Pommes. All the entry curve of turn number 6. Beautiful run through there. He's 2.2 tenths up. This will only put him P16, but there's probably time in the last sector if he was that far off in the initial runs. Heading in towards turn number 9, very tricky corner of this circuit. He misses the apex by quite a bit. Well, compared to what other lines we've been seeing tonight, but a decent turn 10. What's this going to be for Pommes? Only P16.
Yeah, not a great lap that, compared to what we've seen. Not using all the track.
Yeah. And now, Jurven, blind man, will he get respect on the track? He has so far. Running through turn number 6, uses all the exit curb. He's a 10.5 up, he's on the provisional pole here. On his last lap of qualifying. What will he do in this last sector? Is it a bottle? Is it an absolute nail? We'll find out. Heading into the penultimate corner. All the curb on the inside. Beautiful run through there. And again, all the curb on the inside of turn 10. It's a beautiful last sector from Jurven. It's to the line, to the top. No, it was not to the top. He lost time. He lost time compared to AGK in the last sector. P2 and P3 separated by the milliseconds.
Yeah, it's getting spicy here. Simon's not improving on his lap so
Oh,
far.
horrible turn 7 as well.
Yeah.
So
AGK's improving by half a tenth.
it'd have if I actually pressed the right number, wouldn't it? As AGK, rounding turn number 6, we got Marco straight after this, the tier 2 guy from last night. AGK, if I remember correctly, had a pretty piss poor last sector compared to his mediums run on the last run. So this could be massive improvement station for AGK. It's a beautiful run through turn 9, through the last corner. Did he get the same slide? No, he doesn't, but he understeers. He's off the track. It would have been a 700th improvement, and Marco here has had to restart his lap. He's going again. Who's next? I think it's Ched, maybe? No, it's not. Is it VK? It is. Oh no, it was Ched. I just pressed the wrong number. As Ched across the line, 3.8 goes P6, and then we got GP2 through the last corner, starting his final lap. He's actually missed it.
Silo's up by 1.4 tenths.
This could be a massive lap for Silo. The top 3 have all fumbled the bag. What can AMS Silo do? He won in the sprint. Exotic Plains goes P4. Beautiful last corner from Silo. This is surely pole position for the AMS driver. Back-to-back pole position. He matches his sprint quali time. Well, 200ths faster, and it's pole position by 2 tenths yet again.
He's definitely turned his line back on, little rat.
As Jacob goes P7 for BRT, it's just AMS Neo now through the last corner, slightly up in the middle sector. What can he do in the last? And it's good enough for P12 across the line, and that is that for qualifying. Silo on pole twice in one night.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal driver, I can't lie. If he has got the line on, he's just... So many races I've watched him already this game where he just gaps the field. He needs to get that line off if it's back on though.
Yeah, but no assist
He's
drivers,
got
they tend
real
to practice the
potential.
most, so this could just be a case of practice, to be honest.
Could be. And I really hope it is, because if it is, and he only turned line off a week or two ago, if I remember rightly. I think it was even a week, less than a week. So
Yeah, but
if he's already doing lap times like that after a week,
absolutely cooking is
scary.
AMS Silo. He's on pole by 2/10 again. He beats his sprint pole time by 200ths of a second. Insane consistency from the AMS driver. It's AGK P2 compared to P4 last time. Mr. Blind Man getting a quality ban next week for sure. P3. Simon for Artemis P4. Marco kind of bottling really. P5. Exotic Planes clutches up P6 instead of P17. And we've got Dom, Jacob, Ismail, Atom, G Ninja, Ched, Neo, Sam, GP2, Neb Resrum, Rob Kelly, and ART Pomez round out the field, heading in to the main event of this evening.
Now onto the wet race.
It is wet, isn't it? I forgot about that.
Oh, is it?
Oh, we've been told by Rob Kelly it's a full wet race. This is going to get spicy, I think. It's
I
all.
hope so.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm taking a big gulp of water now. I'm excited.
Stewards, I feel for you already.
But it is. We're getting to that crunch point now. I don't know when we're running up. I need to double check.
9. I give him a bit extra time just in case, because Parc Ferme is off. So
Right. Okay. So we've got a few
Wanted to-
minutes. What can we do in 3 minutes? I don't know. Geo says great. I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Everyone on the intermediate tyres, so it's not full wet. Rob lied. Fuck you. But yeah, here's your grid again. It's Silo, AGK, Marco, Jacob, Simon, Ismail, Sem, Exotic, Restroom, GP2, CRE Dom, who is currently P5 in the standings. Silo, of course, leading the way in the standings. I mean, he's got pole in the sprint. He's got the win in the sprint. He got pole in the feature? Can he do it again? We'll have to wait and see. His nearest championship rival, Ched, is only P13, and we got Atom in the lower reaches of the field, P17 for Atom, and obviously Latifi's not here tonight, so this is a perfect opportunity for Silo to run away in the championship, to be honest.
Got the best opportunity to, especially with last week's race winner not racing in Latifi. Can he make it 2, 3? It's wrong.
That wasn't the grid, eh? What?
Sprint results.
Geo, what are you on about, mate?
Okay.
Are you seeing what Geo's saying in chat?
Yeah, we might have to restart.
Oh yeah, no, Yervin's down in P16.
Yeah, I'll be restart. It's gone to sprint.
Oh, this game is fantastic.
Good job. I screenshot, didn't I?
Good job, I'm still streaming. I mean, this gives me an opportunity to see if a safety restart will help the frames. So I could do that. I mean, the frames weren't actually too bad in quali, or the sprint race after another thing. So I might just stick with it, to be honest. Yeah, Geo, don't worry, we've got the grid, mate. Fuck my life, this game is fantastic.
Right, I'm just getting the grid to the lobby host, so I'm just going to go quiet a second, alright?
Anyway, I think I'll quickly pull up the quali results on stream. That probably might be a good idea. So I need to go to the right place. Via your channel. No, that's gone to Creator Studio. Cheers, mate. That one. Let's get back to the quality results.
Can you? Oh, I've got them.
Do you need anything?
I need the bottom half. I've got up to P14.
Yeah, hold on. And then Pommes last. I think that's the right screenshot. Yeah. And then Pommes 18th.
You still in the lobby?
I am not. Look in comms. I did the wrong thing, but yeah, look in comms.
Yeah, got it.
So we'll get the qualifying results up on stream. That one. Yeah, silo on pole, Jamie. Silo on pole. We'll close that. And then we'll go like that. There we go. Yeah, so Jamie, we got silo on pole for both. 4.55 for sprint quali and 4.35 for main quali.
Session no longer exists.
So we'll have that on screen. Actually, I'll add it as an image so I can actually join the lobby. That might be smart. Let's do that one.
Right, so at least we know sprints are bugged.
Yay! We love this game. There we go. Let's do that. That makes my life a bit easier. I might have the sprint quality results as well. We could put that on screen, but that doesn't really matter. Right. Are you in the lobby, mate?
No, I got an
Lovely.
invite. It said sessions no longer available.
Let's go. We love it. You know what? I'll actually just take the opportunity to restart my game then, just in case it does help. This is where it crashes when I try to relaunch it again.
Yeah, everyone needs to restart their game.
This is going to get really fun now, isn't it? Beautiful. Now I don't know what the fuck to do. We're in this lull now where it's like, well, what the fuck? Well, we could go back to this as well. We've got all sorts of graphics we can look at. I say that, we've got this and qualifying results. Come on, game. Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
Join in session, join in session. I'm in.
Right, my game's actually launched this time. Let's go. See. See.
Right. It doesn't say you're online yet. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm literally on the splash screen at the start, mate. So don't worry.
EO. Atom.
I think you can go mid-high 16 just to close the gap to cars ahead.
Jesus Christ, Jim Bob's online.
Whoa, there's no way. That can't be happening, surely.
I thought he would be in some sort of kettle somewhere.
Or some sort of mosh pit.
Yeah, he's been paid, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Never seen so much
Massive
money in all
paid
of his
chat.
life.
He doesn't know what the fuck to do with himself. Right, let's get an invite then, mate.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Lovely.
Okay.
Polo. Love how we both had the same idea.
I need to be on spectator. You're already on spectator, so we're missing 3.
3! I've just seen there was an EML social race tonight and they're letting people report incidents. Fuck my life.
Lovely.
Oh, a social race and letting incidents be reported. Amazing.
Mr. Larkin wants an invite. I've added him as a friend, and he's
You
still
say
not
Mr.
got it.
Larkin? He's in the fucking lobby, mate.
Why is he asking me for an invite then? The lettuce.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Sem, Silo, Ninja, and
there's 18
Pommes to
here.
get in their car. Yep.
18 here.
I think Sam's just doing the grid, so he's not in his car, obviously, but... may as well show the other half of the grid as well on this screen, because why not? I should see what sort of manipulation I could do here. We'll have a bit of fun with OBS, shall we? Right. Let's have a look, ski. Right, transform. Where's cropping gone? You fucking dickhead. Oh, that's where it is. Amazing. Right. Let's just say 2000. Bit far. What have I just cropped? I don't even know at this point.
Right, we should be good to go.
Okay, well, I'll stop my stupid experiment. It wasn't working. What is going on with OBS, mate?
Follow me.
As long as I've got everything, I don't care.
I will say, the in-game music on this game is actually pretty good.
I don't have it on. I forgot I didn't have Spotify open anyway, so I was wondering what the fuck is all this silence about, and I didn't have Spotify open or anything.
I'm having a little rave in my rig.
Commentating from a rig, are you alright? I'm joking.
That's all I've got.
I'm sat in...
It's rig on the floor, mate.
That's fair enough. I could do it from my rig, but then I can't be asked.
Well,
So I've got a
my
chair.
missus has designated me a corner of the house, so
A corner of the house.
Most. I've got a corner.
All you need in life, a corner.
Corner, set of golf clubs, and away we go.
Speaking of away we go, we're finally getting going with this shithole. Will we see some carnage like we did in the sprint? Hopefully. Make it more entertaining. Stop me yawning. But yeah, can Silo go back to back to back to back in just one event? Gonna be tricky, but you don't know until you know. Just having a look. Obviously, full points for this race from 30 down to 1 for P16. So yeah, good chance for Silo.
Ready up in 5 minutes. Allow people to get set up. So I've pinged everyone. So I've given everyone a chance to remember setups. No fraudulent biased activity.
This gives them a good chance to get a wet up on as well if they didn't already have one on, which might be a thought. I don't even know if Park Fairmaid's on or not in this league, to be honest, in this tournament. But assuming it's off.
It is not.
So yeah, assuming that. Anyway, we've got a bit more rain than we saw at the end of the sprint race, so probably a bit more unpredictability. Got 16 still in the stream. Lovely to see. peaked and troughed, but always does. I'm going to also double check that pit stop effects are definitely off, because I am not asked. You know, I'll just turn off force feedback in its entirety. I don't need it on a controller. All I did was a 5-lap race just to get a thumbnail shot. Which, yeah. And also to get the shot for this image as well, because quite nice, really.
I will say this now. If sprints aren't fixed by Spain, we ain't doing them.
Fair enough. I mean, this is long. It's been an hour. We've not started the feature race yet.
Yeah, and it's not just that. Like, if we could go one fluid motion, and we didn't have to do this lobby restart, I'm all for it. But when you have to do, when you have to, I got a notification that kicked me out of the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we have to come out, reset, get all the grids sorted, it's just not ideal.
Not at
Not
all.
ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking nightmare. Cody's, they bring in new features and they can't implement them right. First it was red flags last game. I think they're still bugged this game as well. And then
Spectator hosting still for like 3 game cycles.
yep, and also bloody fucking brain's not working, that's what. Now the sprint format.
The thing is, I don't even know how much of it you put on Cody's, because if you look at all EA games, they all have bugs and flaws
To
that
be
carry
fair,
over. I genuinely think it's yearly game cycles. Because,
yeah. Also, it being EA could be a good point as well, because they also just changed half the workforce at Cody's.
yeah, and then you think you go, like if it was just this game, then you go, yeah, he's single Cody's. But you know, FIFA's had issues. They all have issues, and I genuinely believe it's the pressure of getting a new game every year. They don't rewrite any code. It's all just a mess.
The thing is, right, the
And
way Cody's was before they got bought by EA, it was working perfectly, because they'd have, say, 2019, one team, and then that team would do 21. So it's like
Call of Duty style, how you have different.
Yeah, Treyarch
Like
and the other
I've
one.
been working on Black Ops 6 for now. It'll be 2 years when that comes out, or 3. Yeah.
Anyway, I
Need to
think
do
we're nearly
something.
getting going, so I'll get ready. I think it's like 14 past we're going or something. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention, to be fair. Let's have a look, shall we? Another 2 minutes. This. Fucking hell. There's not enough waffle to waffle in a waffle section, is there? Fucking hell. We'll get a quick track on Spotify. We'll get it. Let's have a look, shall we? We'll go with that. Just a bit of ambiance while we wait for this shite to get going.
Ambiance.
Ambiance. And hopefully, because of the settings I've got on OBS, I won't get copyrighted after this stream, so that'll be nice. Not that I care. I just got to remember to close Spotify as soon as we get going. 1 hour 20 I've been live for. Fantastic. At least on OBS anyway. Yep, we got the full 45 minutes to go yet. Fuck's sake.
Getting soaked. Getting soaked here as we're all sat in car.
Anyway, look at that old mate in the green jacket on the left. He's just like, not doing anything. Anyway, it's 15 past, so let's get Spotify shut. Let's pre-order the shot in Spotify. We should be getting a timer. We obviously don't see one, but there'll be a timer on the driver's screens and should be ready to go. They're all cheering on in the Paddock Club. None of them look like Paddock Club members. They all look too normally dressed to be Paddock Club members. Got two guys in a green gilet. Like, fucking hell, mate. You don't see that in Paddock Club. Anyway, should be getting away very shortly. Fucking hope so. Here we go. Why am I on boards? It's 5 red lights here in the Syrian mountains, and we're underway once again. What's the start like from Silo as we run towards turn number 1? It's a decent start there, as Jurven's trying to run outside of AGK in turn 1, backs out of it, thinks better of it, and Simon trying to get involved as well, as further back there's a bit more carnage going on. With the likes of G Ninja side by side with Ismail, we got Neb Resram and Ched going at it, they're teammates for God's sake, and Sem. Was that Sem? No. It was... Oh my. There's sex.
Sem is in somebody. Somebody is in Sem.
I finally get the George Morgan bug on all my streams. Let's go, dude.
Somebody was in Sem. I need to record that.
Oh man, I've got that on stream. I was like, what the? Oh, that's beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful, but you know what I mean. As Atom trying to go around the outside of turn 6 into 7 on Dom, cutting it close, and he's just going to have to back out of that one. There's not enough momentum left in that car to keep going for that move. But Silo, he's on the rampage. AGK, 3 tenths loss on the exit of turn 9, trying to avoid track limits, and Silo's just going to run away with this, I think.
AGK's already on 2 warnings. Lap 1.
So he tried avoiding a warning and fucking bottled that. Well in, mate. As will we see any passes going on in the lower reaches of the top 10. Marco's the closest to anyone, really. Maybe Ninja as well. As Ched actually going for it on Ismail. Down the inside of turn number 3 at Remus. Doesn't quite get the traction down because of the third gear having all the torque in the world, clearly. As Rob Kelly looking to mount an attack on Neb Resram, thinks better of it. As here comes Neb Resram down the inside of turn number 4. He's got past Sem, there's a bit of contact, but he's through on Sem as Nia gets overtaken by GP2 engine, GP2. As, yes, Silo, 1.7 seconds in the lead of this race. Insane. And we've got Neo around in turn 7. But yeah, Silo on the run. Oh, AGK. It's been...
Yeah, I mean, that was coming.
It's been 2
warnings
laps.
One. What a moron.
It's barely been 2 laps. He's let Silo fuck off into the distance and got a penalty.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Seb's got 2 warnings now too. It's going to be a CRE pen masterclass here, and I'm not for it.
Yeah, and they came into this round 10 points behind AMS and ART. I get a feeling like that gap's going to grow as Exotic Planes gets the switch back on Marco after Marco went for a send in turn number 3, but none of them have much battery, and here comes Marco again, just sticks behind for now. I get the feeling we're going to see a bit less overtaking with the lack of DRS, but Jacob, he's got the battery against Marco. Beautiful little move in turn 4. Marco went a bit deep, and Jacob's like, thank you very much, I'll be taking that up to P6 for the Bunga driver.
See, if we've still got Grumpy in chat, because I want to know if Larkin is the lead car, is it going to be Larkball? Because surely you want to keep Larkin up there now. Going to be no Larkball tactics.
We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if Grumpy is still in chat. I hope so. We'll wait and see. Someone hit the heart button on the stream, so that's something.
In Silo, lap 4, 3-second gap.
And GFO Yervin going for the move on AGK. AGK gets all sorts of wiggly on the exit of 3, and through goes LMFJ Yervin. LMFJ P2. Are we alright? LMFJ are on to outscore their entire season worth of points. Grumpy's in chat, Ash. Do you want to ask a question again, mate?
Just saying, like, so Larkin's your lead car. You surely don't do light ball with him, do you? Because you want them points.
Silo, by the way, on average, a second a lap. Just under. Lap 5 has just begun. 4.1 is his gap. If Silo doesn't win this race, something's wrong. As here comes Neb Restrom down the inside of turn number 1 on AGK. Not yet, says Grumpy.
Because you don't want fucking Neb doing it. You see how that went down in Bahrain. Awful.
Speaking of Neb, he's going to get absolutely embarrassed here in turn 3, I think, by Ismo, who's on the outside of him in turn number 3. Gets the traction down. Bit of a wiggle from Neb Restrom. That's a beautiful bit of defending from Ismo after Neb went for the move in turn 1. Can't quite make it stick. Comes to the exit of 3. He did have a think of a dive bomb in towards turn 4, but nothing coming of that. And Simon is slowly catching the back end of the podium sitters. This could be a 3-way scrap for P2 in this race. Well, sorry, a 15-way scrap. And we are here for it, indeed. Yeah, Raymond's loving Silo's domination. Oh my god, AGK with another penalty. Is that another penalty or is that another penalty? It's another penalty for AGK Racing. Oh my days. He's got effectively a second a lap of penalties. What is he up to?
I am depression.
What is Blood up to? I feel for you, Ash. He's even had a wiggle on the entry of turn 3.
Yeah, he's not finding the wet comfortable.
As Restrom going for it again on Ismo. Is he going to be a bit more successful this time as they run down towards turn number 4? Ismo's got a bit more battery to defend with, and it's going to be side by side all the way through here. And Restrom finally gets his man. He's up into P12. Looking to cash back up to the back of his teammate Ched in P11. And I think all of the teams at the top of the standings, they're up and down in terms of where their cars are. We've got an AMS in the lead, but the next one in P10 and one in last. So, yeah, this is a good opportunity for the likes of Artemis and LFJ to just catch back up. Everyone in the AMS sandwich, 4 seconds at the front, 4 seconds at the back. Well, it's now 5.5 at the front, Raymond. You'll be pleased to hear. As this man is absolutely chilling.
This looks like we've doing an academy race and somebody's just gone, I'm just going to throw a main team driver in for the lol.
Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like, to be honest. As GP2 has gotten past Sem in the background there. Well, he's side by side with Sem. Sem not having the best race of his life. As they're still making contact. I think Sem's a bit laggy, even as the lobby host, but GP2's through even after a few interesting bits of contact there. As apart from that, there's not much going on. Massive slide from AGK again in turn 7. He's letting Yervant run away. And his penalty at the moment drops him down to P14. Sorry, P13. Just about. As can we just say, the fastest lap statistic, Silo the only one in the 112s.
Like how far into the 112?
112.6. The next fastest is a 13.0.
What is this guy on?
Someone's awoken a beast here. It's reminding me of me in the early UKRL days, and people who were there know. As, oh my god, Sem's gotten past GP2, and GP2's gone for a run. GP2, by the way, has now got the correct livery on, so thank you for that, mate. As he goes down the inside of Rob Kelly in towards turn 4, bit of contact, as Rob really wasn't expecting it. But if he gets this one stuck, there's a brilliant bit of racing. Oh, there's still more contact, but these lot Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They nearly went inside each other again. Rob and GB2 were nearly one. Oh dear, that's how you make F3 cars, I suppose. AGK doing a track limit challenge. I've only just read that after that message. But he's kept it clean for the next 3 laps, so I wonder when the next penalty is going to come, to be honest. If it's going to come. I guess Ash doesn't want it to come, but you never know.
I can tell you. He's 2 warnings off for 9 seconds, yeah.
He's got 7 warnings already. It's lap 9.
He's doing good. At least it's not a penalty every 3 laps currently. Like
Well, I suppose there is that, yeah.
So I take that as a win.
That's quite surprising, says Wards. Wards is just shat all over him. Oh. I need to turn down that. I just realised. But yeah. Wards is not interested. As I didn't actually sort out the proper chat for this race. I've still got the Twitch chat plugin and not YouTube, which is helpful. I've only just thought of that. But Jacob, he's quite close to the back of Exotic Planes. He's just got more battery. So could we see a bit of racing here? It's been a few laps since we had some. Will we get some now? They're both using all the battery they've got. Exotic into the D-rate zone. Jacob still got some to use. He's going to go down the inside of turn 3. No, he's not. As, yeah, Jacob can't get past Exotic Planes. They're both using all their battery. And someone called Tech Jacker Andy Stylo is saying Silo's pro karting he did is paying off. But the gap.
That's his dad.
Ah, okay. The gap has been somewhat stable in the last few laps though. It's not really crept above 5.5.
Yeah, his dad. These streams I've commented or seen, his dad's quite often in chats giving him support, which is nice to see, to be fair.
Yeah, not very often you get that. AGK with another penalty, there it is! We were waiting for it, and there it is. Silo did set another fast... was it Silo or was it Yervin? Yeah, it was Silo setting another fastest lap. Yervin going with him. As Dom now gets a penalty. I wish there was a way you could make CRE into something about track limits, but I don't know if there is. Oh my god! AGK Racing, but the slider will slide on the entry of turn number 3. He might get double overtaken here. Exotic Planes and Simon going for it. Down towards turn 4, with momentarily 3 wide. Simon is inside AGK. And Simon into P3. There's some desync in this lobby, but it's quite hilarious. Yeah, no, look at this desync. What the hell? I don't think it is fully desync, but there is some desync in the lobby. But it's kind of beautiful desync. But yeah, AGK down to P4 with 9 seconds looming over his head. Not been...
Silo needs to calm his stuff down.
Yeah, he's not really...
fastest lap.
Thing is, right, the laps he's doing though, Yervin's going with him. Yervin is matching him for the most part. By the way, AGK's penalty drops him out of the points. I thought you'd like to know that.
I've got something else for you.
What's that?
Sem is 1 warning away from making a CRE penalty hat trick.
Oh, here we go. The hat trick that nobody wants in a 3s tournament. They talk about the 1, 2, 3, but they don't talk about the triple 3 penalties.
Was him. Couldn't be happier.
But I guarantee there are other drivers on multiple warnings though. There's gotta be. AGK, I think he's just got a warning on the entry of turn 6 and then a massive slide. As he's been overtaken by Exotic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is your driver alright, Ash?
I don't know. I know I'm not.
He's diving into the pit lane. Meanwhile, the top two are still setting fastest lap after fastest lap after fastest lap. Jurgen, that lap was slightly faster. Jurgen, that lap was faster.
Okay.
And he's given up.
Okay.
Is he dumb? Yes.
Okay.
It's not looking good, bruv. That could have been points, but he just pulled it into the pits. There was still a chance of points.
Yeah.
Absolute genius, your driver, mate.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, Ward's saying he feels bad for you, Ash.
Well, can you hear the pain in my voice?
Yes. But I believe that also makes AGK the first retirement of tonight, including the sprint race.
Right.
Oh,
We've just gone in for those records, boys. Gone in for those records.
Wargasm, I wouldn't take that, man, says Roman. Well, his driver couldn't take the track limit, so...
Wow.
Lose-lose situation.
Wow.
It was there.
No, I'm not spending my evening to be getting tortured by yous, like, yeah?
I'm sorry. Anyway, we've got Rob Kelly and GP2 into the box for a fresh set of inters. Going for the undercut of all undercuts, it must be said. As finally Jacob gets past Exotic Planes. Never mind, he's got a massive tank slapper on. Surely this opens the door for Exotic again. No, never mind, it doesn't. But yeah, what's saying about LMFJ cooking? They are P2, P17, and P6. So they're on to triple their points tally, I think. This is a great race to be an LMFJ fan. As Silo is out here extending his championship lead after winning Bahrain. His teammate won in Britain. But nearly halfway through this race, it is a Silo show.
I will say though, he's overheated.
Oh, Neb Restrum! Oh my god. Where has Neb Restrum gone?
Pit lane.
No, not conventionally. He was sideways. I don't think he wanted to pit, but he's been forced to by Sam. Oh.
So, I can't really see the wheel, but I'm pretty sure, so yeah, Silo's rear tyres are at 94 and 92 degrees. He needs to find some wet patches.
He does indeed. Maybe I would have joined CRA.
The increased wear is not going to help. It's not going to help wear.
Wards has just said, maybe I would have joined CRE and I'd replace Sem in this or AGK. Maybe Ash wouldn't have so much pain in his voice.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't have pain. Right now, this is me trying to stay awake. I've had a long week. And all that's getting me through is thoughts of being on a plane Tuesday morning off to Spain.
Nice. That does sound good. Speaking of good, G Ninja has gone into the... No, sorry, Dom went into the pit lane. I thought there was an overtake, but we got a few cars in the box again. But the guys who boxed already haven't really set any lap times as Ched picks up his first time penalty. So,
yes, non-CRE driver.
CRE have friends on the penalty board as Rob Kelly shits on the previous fastest lap. I don't know what the pit loss is around here. I might be able to check the TTM engineering server for that. But he sits 34 seconds behind, so I believe he's still too far behind. I will see if I can chase up the pit loss. I don't think I can though.
I'm guessing 21.
18.
Okay.
18 seconds, so he needs to... Rob Kelly, well, Dom really the leader of that strategy. They need to find 15 seconds to have a chance of undercutting Mr. AMS Silo. But as it stands, they're doing decent against the like of Marco and G Ninja. As we've got Ismo in the pits and Sem making it triple CRE penalties.
It's about.
You're more than welcome. But right, I'm trying to just think of what's going on in this race. There's all sorts of things going on. Like Ismo having a full battery in P9, and a different livery to his teammates, but that doesn't matter too much until the shooting. So fuck him. Jacob P4. He's within a second of Simon, so we'll see if he can catch him and pass him. That'll probably be the aim. He might actually go for the undercut. He's going for the undercut on Simon. So this could be a big strategy call from BRT Adam. Hello, I know you're in chat. Hello, mate. So yeah, could be a big strategy call. And speaking of big, Jurven has gained on Silo that last lap.
I was just about to say that. I think, honestly, the tyre temps for Silo are just going up and up and up. His front left's nearly 87, 86. Rear left, 96.
Boy,
so I think come the end of the race, Jurven on this second stint might have better wear. He just needs to just try and make the most of this now. But I would imagine halfway point that Silo will be coming into box now.
He found the best part of half a second last lap, did Jurven, as Domtet's fastest lap of the race. But Jurven is back to normal programming this lap. He's falling slightly away from Mr. Silo, who's just doing everything right.
Yeah, Silo box him.
Yeah. So they're going for the half and half strategy, which makes complete sense. Jurven going for a stupid overcut. And what about Simon? Is he going to pit? No, he's not. He's staying out as well. Never mind, he is boxing, just differently. I don't actually know what the rules are on the pit entry. But I don't think those have been taken correctly by those two. As the entire top 5 box. So G Ninja will take the lead of the race.
Sem undercut in here, or is he not boxed yet? Is he not boxed yet?
Sam has not boxed yet.
What a numpty.
It's actually Jurven has come out just under 3 seconds ahead of Jacob. So Jacob on his undercut has pretty much halved the gap that he had to Jurven. And I think Jurven's also gaining slightly on Silo. I could be wrong. But it's a good day to be a BRT Jacob fan, because I think he might have a shot at P2 in this race. So we'll keep eyes on that. As here comes Neb Restrom down the inside of Rob Kelly. Simon got held in the pit, says Gio. So that's pain for Simon, who was running P3 in this race. As ran outside, Neb Restrom tries to go on Rob Kelly. Rob Kelly having absolutely none of it, shuts the door in his face. Here comes GP2. No, he backs out of it quite wisely. As G Ninja now pulls into the pit lane. And AMS have got every lead lap in this race.
Oh, GP2 just went round the outside and Neb Restrom at turn 9.
Oh my days. And he's still going for it. I was just trying to have a drink. Marco with the penalty. He is running in front of these. He was running in front of these guys, I think, but he's last. So the overcut has not worked out for the guys that went even longer and longer. But it might come back to pay dividends towards the end of the race. But Sem is a bit far back, to be honest. As Exotic Planes gets in front of GP2, and Atom and Ched. We've had more car sex. There's no other way to put it. We've had more car sex.
He's inside of him.
But Atom has got through on Neb. I don't know, Brian. I don't know. Sorry, FJB. As Exotic Planes picks up a penalty. There's another one on the penalty board, as with Neo and Marco alongside CRE. And Silo has just broken everyone's heart.
And he's put another 1.5 seconds to Yervin. Sorry, not Yervin. Blind man.
LMFJ blind as BRT Atom picks up a penalty. So we've got another team on the penalty board. Who's left to get on the penalty board? Artemis. Artemis will be the last team to get on the penalty board in this race as Exotic Planes has gone from Rob Kelly again. And Exotic is ghosted. Heading down the top end of the circuit as Dom gets past Simon. Well, he's trying to anyway. Doesn't quite work out, and Exotic gets through on Rob Kelly because Rob Kelly runs deep. Ched's got through on GP2, and further up, looking at Dom, not that one, Dom. He's not got past Simon just yet, but Simon's already struggling early on in the stint, so this should open the door for Dom, even though he's got the older tyres. God, my throat is drier than a fucking desert, mate. Anyway. Rob Kelly. Within 8/10. There's not too much battling going on. I say that, Neb Reston and G Ninja going at it up to the pit wall. Side by side through turn 1. G Ninja off the road. Neb Reston holding the inside line. He's got less battery though than the AMS man. Coming up towards turn number 3. Through goes G Ninja. Easy ERS pass. But here comes Neb Reston again on the dive bomb. He's got so much confidence on the brakes, but it never pays off for him because he keeps making contact and going in the wrong gears.
Silly sausage.
Speaking of dive bombs, Rob Kelly on Ched. He's lost a lot of time to Exotic. Bit of contact. And GP2 is licking his lips. Heading down towards turn number 6. Round the outside of Ched. He tries to go, just gets washed out. And, Atom nearly had a run on him, but bit of a slide there. There's even more sliding going on. And I promise it's not my internet. They are just sliding. Through turn 9 we run. On board with Ched. Bit of a slide from Rob Kelly there. Loads of sliding from Rob Kelly there. This could open up the door for Ched. Mr. VK20KS. Or is it Z? I don't know. F1 font is a bit shit. Oh my god.
Rob Kelly's really holding up this lot here because Exotic Planes was with them and he's now 2.5 seconds, or 3.5 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Ched trying to force his way past Rob Kelly, and we got Atom trying to force his way past G Ninja. There's contact between the former teammates. I believe at GSR they were teammates. There's no glitching on track, by the way. Eh? I don't know what's going on. But Neo's getting past Restroom now. Restroom is falling like a foam brick in water. It must be said. People who did swimming lessons in the 2010s will understand. As Rob Kelly is just falling off in this race. He's got the oldest tyres in the field, along with GP2, and it's just not working for him.
Did you say swimming lessons in the 2010s?
Yes.
Oh, you just made me feel well old.
Mate, foam bricks in the deep
in
ends.
2009.
Damn. I've only just finished college, mate. Anyway, Rob Kelly, under all sorts of pressure from G Ninja, will stop talking about how old Ash is and start talking about this battle into turn 3 with Ash and Rob Kelly. G Ninja and Rob Kelly. G Ninja to the inside. He's in the correct gear this time, unlike Restroom's been on every single dive bomb he's done. And Rob Kelly with a bit of a slide again. Those rear tyres screaming to be sent to the morgue. And G Ninja gets through. AMS 1, 8 and 12 looking to be on to be the highest point scorers in this race. Obviously Chad's got that penalty as well. So it's looking good if you're an AMS member or fan. The aliens are back in business. It's taken some time, but they're back in business. As I'm just looking up and down, Exotic with another penalty. We'll get a quick glimpse at the penalties. 6 seconds for Exotic Planes. And that gives G Ninja yet another position if he can just cling on to that. And Ched's quick enough to be catching his teammate. So, Ched, by being fast, is hurting his own bloody teammate.
They're boxing.
Interesting choice. As, speaking of interesting, G Ninja down the inside of Ched. Late breaking manoeuvre. He gets given the space. He gets the exit, does he? He does get the exit on Ched, but Ched's already on the battery. He's got plenty of it left. And he's going to be trying Lark Ball to help Lark in towards turn number 4. Through goes G Ninja, nice and simply, but on the switchback, here comes Ched. Through turn number 4, in towards turn number 6. Will Ched peel in front of the AMS man? It's very close. He washes out a bit of slide. It's still side by side. In towards turn number 7. And Ched right around the outside, trying to hold on. But I think G Ninja's got this one. But Ched on the battery, down towards turn number 9. This is dangerous behaviour from the pair of them in towards turn 9, as previously mentioned. G Ninja off the road, nowhere to go. Still side by side, off the road again for G Ninja. Atom with a penalty, and Ched just does stay in front. Coming out of turn number 10. But G Ninja will be looking to mount a counter-attack on the ART man. But this has helped out Adam Larkin with his penalty. Turn 3, G Ninja thinking better of it, but he's going to set up the exit. Ched! What? That is the daftest penalty I've seen in my life. That is incredible. Oh my god. Oh my days. I don't have any words. I actually don't have any words.
Sem was in Atom.
I think it might be a spectator thing, because apparently there's none of this on track, according to Raymond. So it might just be a spectator thing, but either way, it's funny when it happens. My god, my throat is so dry from this commentary. Oh my days, it's still not over yet. We've still got like 12 minutes of this left. As Sem is pushing Atom through. He's actually pushed him. It's a push to pass from Sem. But is he going to relinquish the position? I don't know. Atom was a bit slow through 10. Atom's going to get back through, and here comes AMS Neo trying to get involved. He backs out smartly, still makes contact with Sem, and Pomez goes through without this penalty. Bit of a slide on the exit. Leaves Neo back in front, and here comes Sem again towards turn 3. Is he? No, he's not. None of these guys have any battery, apart from Pomez. Pomez... What is going on with Pomez? Oh my god. Oh my god, what has happened?
I think that's Neo retiring on track.
Yeah, he also cut turn 3. What the fuck? Eh? I'm so confused. What has even just happened? Anyway, the Sem versus Atom roadshow is still going on. Silo just managing the gap at this point in the front. I think Yervant slightly gaining on him once again towards the back end of the stint. Just like we saw in the first stint. And they've got even tyres. Ward saying no, my boy Neo. Well, next time tell him to retire it. Not retire, basically. I don't think that he had any damage or anything. He just gave up. As here comes Sem on Atom, cleanly through this time. And this invites Marco, who did so well in the sprint race, but has been absolutely nowhere in the feature. There's Ched and G Ninja still going at it. Hold on a minute. Let's go on board with this. Never mind, this done. As Atom, he's ghosted. He's had a massive moment. He's also got barely any fuel. I mean, he's even on his dash, I think. As here comes Sem, bit of contact again. Sem got more confidence through the corner, but it's just not paying dividends in lap time because he's down in P12. Don't know what's gone on with Sem this race, or no offense, Ash, CRE as a whole in this race.
Sem's done well climbing back up though because he was at the back after pit stops.
Yeah. Gio suspects maybe a game crash for Neo, but usually when you retire it means you just quit to the main menu. I don't even think Neo left the session, did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh, he did, okay. Maybe there's a chance of that then, but yeah, AMS bosses are going to have to get their best fountain pen out for that one. As here comes Ched on G Ninja into turn 3. These two just costing each other time, but I'm not sure Ched really cares. Because he's actually just helping out his teammate who's gotten past Dom now. I've missed that, but he's gotten past Dom at some point, so there's that. As G Ninja still trying to go for this on Ched. Right around the outside. They're still hanging it side by side in towards the middle sector. I actually need a break from speaking. Oh, big old slide from Ched! Wow!
Oh.
As Dom picks up a penalty. 6 seconds on the board for him now. But he's got a 3-second gap to G Ninja, so he might be safe of any position loss. Ched ball.
Yeah, currently. Oh, Dom's in the pits. Why is Dom in the pits?
Why is Dom in the pits?
Why is he just boxed?
His tyres weren't even that old, were they?
No.
I don't know who's engineering your lads tonight, but they need a talking to.
And news about Neo, apparently he got disconnected.
Ah, okay. Wi-Fi said, nah, I don't want to be on Wi-Fi anymore. As Ismail gets past Ched for P7. He was in front on penalties anyway. But ART kind of cooking in this race. Oh, yeah, look at the gap from Exotic to Ninja though. I mean, Exotic's either got to be really shit in these last few laps and pick up 2 penalties, or Ninja's got to turn into Silo. Which I don't really see happening. But now we're in a bit of a lull period. It's not bad for me. I need to rest my jaw a bit. This is too much talking.
Yeah, it's been a lot of on-track action out there, and I've been as much use as a chocolate teapot, so I apologise about that. but no, it's been this mid-pack fighting. Atom's just got past Marco. Marco might have had an instant there at turn 10.
So Dom didn't retire. He just went for fresh tyres for the fuck of it. I don't know what his plan is.
Yeah, but I don't know why he did that, because he wasn't losing position with his pens.
No, he was P6.
Unless he was experiencing really high wear and he didn't think he was going to make it.
Well, in that case, fair enough. But yeah. I assume your engineer will be in chat, so speak up, mate. Tell us what's going on there, if you've even got an engineer.
Word.
So I know some teams don't.
Yeah. I mean, the new tyre difference is crazy though. How much he's having to lift behind Atom.
Yeah, surely he just goes for a fuck off sender on the outside here, surely.
You need to be careful with the Austrian though, he's a torpedo.
Yeah, here he comes into turn 9. Never mind, he's backed out of it. Smart actually, to be fair. Or is it he's just losing time? Losing time. The fresh tyres are being wasted behind Atom, but he's just going to fly past now. You'd assume.
Not because he tried to go onto the inside and he clipped the Atom's diffuser. Should be able to do him on the brakes here, yeah.
Oh my god, that was close!
My Christ.
Oh my god, but yeah, Atom's got the battery. Oh my god, they're all going for it. They are. Marco threw it to the top of this fight!
If you see me, then you know.
How to live in Tokyo? As Marco up into P11, Rob Kelly, here he comes! 3 on Atom and Dom. And Dom on his fresh tyres, he's useless, he's got no battery. But down the inside of Rob Kelly he goes, on the dive bomb, but again, he's got the same battery actually as Rob, but he's just, oh my days. They're all trying a bit too hard.
Hey, Marco's one out of that.
He has, and GP2's gone for a spin. It's a puncture for GP2 on the rear left. How many laps has he got on those tyres? He's got 18 laps on those tyres.
tyre wear must be a bit crazy around here then.
Oh, done with the penalty. Oh, GP2. Oh, by the way, if NMFJ's engineer is listening, just tell him to stay out. He gets a point. Just tell him to stay in the race. He gets a point if he just changes sides and stay in the race. Oh, he's nearly binned it in the pits.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
Oh, here comes Dom. Here comes Dom on the inside. He's got in deep. He's compromised Rob Kelly. Marco threw back on Rob Kelly, but he had a rubbish exit, so Rob Kelly gets back through into P12. This is a battle for P10 now. Dom got another penalty, by the way, and all of that. And here comes Neb Resrum on Simbaro's tyres to Rob Kelly, but nothing he can do. So as long as GP2 just stays in the race, he gets a point. He may be a lap down, but he gets a point. As Marco's let Neb through. Has Marco also got risk of a puncture? No, so you just let Neb through.
I think he is. He's going really easy on the throttle.
As Atom's gone into the pit lane, he was close to a puncture as well. Raymond seems to think 7% a lap. We could see punctures on the last lap for the top 5.
7%.
Sorry, for the top 9. So the top 8 could all get punctures, I think. Well, maybe not Ninja and Sem, but most of them could have a chance of punctures here. So it's not quite over yet, I don't think. It's going to be down to who's been pushing the most here, I think. And Silo's actually backed off quite a bit compared to Jurgen. So could that be to do with tyre wear?
Oh, can you imagine he gets a puncture after dominating like this?
He's lifting and coasting. He's actually... He's got fuel in the car.
0.4 over.
So I don't know. But he's just giving up time.
I do think he's protecting his tyres, isn't he? He's trying not to brake harshly.
Yeah, but if he's not careful, he's gonna lose the win to Jurgen. If he's not careful. Like, Jurgen's already gained a second this lap. Raymond said they are managing. Okay. This could get interesting.
Squeaky bum time, boys.
It's squeaky bum time in the Alien Motorsport camp. We have to, he's near a puncture. Anything can happen in this race. The gap, 2.7 seconds. Jurgen has taken out nearly 3 seconds. It's down to 2.3. He's nearly taken out 3 seconds from Silo on that last lap alone. So if Silo's not careful here...
He's now stopped though. He's now stopped tyre protecting. He's just pushing.
This could get interesting yet. I still think though. This is going to be really tight. Actually, no, Silo's... Yeah, no, Silo is back on it. Has Jacob got a puncture? No. So Jacob's done well on his tyres. What about Ismail? He's got quite old tyres. He's still fine. So is Ched. Ched's got the oldest in the field. He's going... he's nowhere near anyone. Never mind. Actually, Ismail's got older tyres than Ninja and is pressuring him for P6 here. So we'll keep an eye on this. Ismail on the battery. Down towards 10 number 4. Ninja using it late. Down the outside goes Ismail. Can he get the move stuck? He's clean around the outside. He's got his nose in front. He's got the grip on those old tyres. And he's through on G Ninja. Through the kink of 5 into turn number 6. What the hell?
I think it's set up. I think the AMS cars must be using some tow.
Yeah, maybe. But
Silo wins it.
Silo does win it. Jurgen P2 for NMFJ. Jacob got close in the end. Simon P4. Exotic Planes P5 on the road. But he's going to fall behind Ismail and G Ninja. He was safe a few laps ago. But he's been passed by the pair of them. Ismail P5. G Ninja home in P6. And then Exotic. Ched P8. Dom P9. Rob Kelly will get through, I think, on the pair of them. He does. P8 for Rob Kelly. Sem P10. Marco will be P12, I believe. Neb Resram across line P13. Pommes will get the pair of them. No, he won't just get one of them. And then Atom, who had to box, he's out of fuel as well. And GP2, who also had to box, will round out the grids. That got close on tyres for a lot of drivers there.
Yeah, it was a lot higher than I even expected. Maybe two stop with your fastest.
Yeah, but the two stop they did was way too late. I mean, if Dom pitted 5 laps earlier, there's a chance of something.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that would have to be a 12:24 race in terms of pit stops, ideally.
Yeah, I agree.
But
At least we've learned that.
We've learned that for the future where we probably won't need that information, but we got it anyway. But yeah, Silo, for the second time this season, wins a race. He won the sprint, he's got double pole. No faulting that man this race. Absolutely dominant. Oh, even missed him crossing the line.
Every time I've seen him on track, he's absolutely dominated. I was commentating in Bahrain with Jamie, and he's just unreal. Unreal driver at the minute, man in form on this game.
Yeah. If there's a team that wants to be in form after their struggles in the recent games, it's AMS. I think they extend their championship lead with that. ART might even overtake Bunga. Yeah, what a race. What a race indeed. I'm going to get the screenshots from Millen. There's one of them. Oh, piss off. Why? Why? Why is Windows like this? There we go. We got there. But, yeah. Silo wins your race. Then it's Yervant, Jacob, Simon, Ismail, Ninja, Plains, Rob Kelly, Ched and Sem, the top 10. Thanks for joining me, Ash, even if you were a bit tired. That was a bit long.
Thank you, mate. No, thank you for your you've been amazing tonight. Looking out for me, covering my inadequacies.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for tonight.
Yeah, long old evening. 2 hours worth of stream. But we got there in the end. Thank you everyone who tuned in. And I think actually everything performed well to my surprise. I didn't see any hitches at all apart from towards the end of sprint quali. So yeah, thanks to everyone who watched. Thanks again, Ash, for being here.